Part 2 of this orientation video is going to show you how we're going to be using Cengage Now throughout the semester. This website is required for this course as you'll be completing all of your homework assignments, quizzes, and exams in Cengage Now. When you log in under the Assignments tab, it's going to default to Assignments I Can Take Now. It'll list any assignments that are available to you at the time. You can also click on All Assignments and it will show you all the assignments that you'll have throughout the semester, when the due date is, the number of times you've already taken the assignment, how many submissions are allowed, whether or not it's timed, so on and so forth. You can also click on Assignments I Can Practice Now. For every chapter that we're covering this semester, I have created a practice set. And the practice set contains several questions for the chapter that you can take as many times as you want. You can check your work as many times as you want. You can go in and answer only 1 or 2 questions, submit that assignment, go in and see what the correct answers were, and then take the practice set again. Every time you submit the practice set and take it again, it will regenerate new numbers for every single question in that practice set. This is nothing I ever look at. This is purely for your practice, and I've heard from students in the past that have said these are very valuable and feeling like they're great practice before an exam, so definitely take advantage of those. As I mentioned before, each chapter is going to have both lecture assignments and homework assignments. The lecture assignments are going to be short videos for each learning objective that I've decided to group together, and some questions. So for example, for your first lecture assignment for Chapter 2, the first one has 3 different videos on learning objectives 1, 2, and 3. You simply click on the blue link, watch the video, and then answer the multiple choice questions. At the bottom, you'll always see how many check your works you have remaining, and that's per question. So you get, in this case, to check your video assignments 1 time per question in terms of question number 1, is this Tell Me More or TMM 2-1. You get to check this one 1 time. Get to check question 2 and then question 3 1 time as well. Again, you can save and exit the assignment and come back to it at a later date, and it will save your progress. But again, please make sure that you go in and actually submit your assignment for grading by the due date and time. You can also click on Email the Instructor. So if you're getting stuck on a certain exercise or problem, click on this button. It will actually take a screenshot of the entire question that you are working on, and this email window will pop up. This will allow you to type in any question that you have to me, and it will be sent directly to my email address. When I respond to you, my response will go to whatever email address you log into Cengage Now with. I've found from some prior students that sometimes, especially if you use a personal email address to log into Cengage Now, my responses go into your spam or junk folder. So if you haven't heard from me for a day or 2, definitely check in on your spam or junk folder, even if you use your NECC email address, just to make sure it didn't go there by accident. You also have homework assignments, and again, your homework assignments will typically contain more than 1 question, so you don't want to submit it until you've completed them all. And at the top, you'll see some different resources as you go forward. So you'll see a link to the ebook. If you click on that, it will bring you to the exact section of the textbook where that topic is covered. There's a calculator embedded here. You can print a certain item of it so that you can have it out in paper first and do it out by hand and then enter your answers. Some of them will also have a Show Me How video, and those Show Me How videos actually are a video showing you how to solve a similar problem to the one that you are working on. And again, here at the bottom, you see that you have 3 times to check your work for each question in your homework assignment. Under that Grades tab, you will find all of your grades for the every homework assignment, quiz, and test. Once the grade populates in there, you can click on your grade for any assignment. It will open that assignment back up. You'll be able to see the answers you have entered, what you got right and wrong, and what the correct answers are. Under the Study Tools tab, you will find the ebook, and you will find a variety of study tools and what we call an adaptive study plan. So when you click on any chapter to start studying, the first thing that you're going to see is what we call chapter-wide activities. So you'll find the link to the ebook for that chapter. There's flashcards already made for you with the key terms from that chapter and the definitions. Quiz Bowl is like a Jeopardy game that you can play to practice the information. There's also some videos about the topics that you're covering as well. And under resources, you'll find PowerPoint presentations and things like that. You can then click on any of the learning objectives and get learning objectives specific resources. So these Tell Me More videos, the TMM videos, those are the videos that you actually have in your lecture assignments. So if you want to watch them again, you can come in here and find that. The Show Me How videos that I was talking about earlier that are embedded in several of the homework questions are also in here as well. So if you want to review those Show Me How videos before a quiz or an exam, you can find those here. And Cengage Now also gives you a different type of practice. So this is separate from the practice sets that I've established for you. You can take these practice problems and they tell you which topic is being covered in those practice examples. You can also take a quiz. So if you click on Take a Quiz, this is something, again, that I don't take a look at. This is purely for your benefit. It's a multiple choice quiz. Once you've completed the quiz, it will give you a grade per learning objective. And then it will also give you a suggested study plan or a personalized study plan based on the grade that you received for each learning objective. So it will suggest certain videos that you might want to look at or some practice that you might want to do. After you've completed some of those pieces of that personalized study plan, you can take the quiz again, what's known as a post-quiz, and see if you've actually improved your understanding of the different topics that you had previously struggled with. The ebook is also a wonderful resource. If you've never used an ebook before, this ebook is actually interactive. It's not just a static version of your textbook. You can actually highlight in different colors. You can take notes by clicking Add Note, and it will save it to the area that you had that note. You can actually have the textbook read to you.
Product costing.
If you want to change the gender or the speed, you can do that as well. So if you want to slow it down a little bit, make it a male voice instead of female,
product costing,
you can do that as well. Over here, you'll also find a link to the full book, the dictionary, the glossary. Those flashcards are embedded here as well. And if you click on where it says My Notes, this little highlighter, it will bring up all of the highlights and all of the notes that you've taken in this textbook. It will also indicate the date that you made that note or highlight. And if you click on the blue arrow, it will bring you to that page where that note or that highlight is indicated in that ebook. So there's a lot of wonderful resources in this ebook for you as well. So Cengage Now is a wonderful resource, but only if you use the resources. Again, this is a class where the information you are going to learn in Chapter 2, you're still going to be using in Chapter 9 and Chapter 13. So if you're struggling in the beginning, please use these study tools. Please watch my Professor Quinn example videos. Get in touch with me. Visit a tutor. Make sure you don't let yourself fall behind. If you have any questions, please get in touch with me. I look forward to working with all of you this semester.